Welcome back to US Coins Vault. What if I told you that if you have both a 1964 Jefferson nickel and a 2000D Jefferson nickel, you could be holding coins that collectors have paid hundreds, thousands, and in extremely rare cases, enough money to buy a luxury car or even contribute toward a private jet? Before you spend these nickels, watch this entire video because the details on these coins could make a huge difference in their value. The first coin we're looking at is the 1964 Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary 5-cent coin, but this year is one of the most important years in Jefferson nickel history. The coin features Thomas Jefferson on the front and Monticello on the reverse. The 1964 nickel was struck at the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Unlike modern nickels, many collectors saved these coins because of the coin shortage of the 1960s. However, finding one in ordinary circulated condition is easy. Finding one in exceptional condition is much harder. This coin is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs 5 grams, and has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. More than 1 billion were produced, but only a tiny percentage survived in top collector grades. A circulated 1964 nickel is usually worth only a few cents to a couple of dollars. But once you move into uncirculated condition, the value starts climbing. Coins graded MS65 can sell for tens of dollars, while superb examples with sharp details and strong luster can bring hundreds of dollars. Now here's where things get exciting. Collectors pay premium prices for nickels with full steps. These are coins where the steps of Monticello are clearly visible and sharply struck. Full steps examples are much rarer than ordinary nickels. Some 1964 Jefferson nickels with full steps and high mint state grades have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. That's why collectors carefully inspect every 1964 nickel they find. Also look for minting errors. Double dies, off-center strikes, clip planches, and die cracks can dramatically increase value. A rare error coin can be worth far more than a normal example. Now let's move on to the second coin. The 2000D Jefferson nickel was produced at the Denver Mint and carries the famous D Mint mark. Millions were struck, making it seem common. But don't let that fool you. Just like the 1964 nickel, condition is everything. The 2000D nickel is also made from 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs 5 grams, and was produced for circulation throughout the United States. Most worn examples are worth only face value. However, collectors are always searching for high-grade examples with strong luster, no wear, and minimal contact marks. A 2000D nickel in average condition may only be worth 5 cents, but in mint state grades, values can rise significantly. Exceptional examples certified by professional grading companies can sell for hundreds of dollars. And once again, full steps examples are the key. If the steps on Monticello are fully visible and sharply defined, collectors become very interested. High-grade full steps nickels are much scarcer than ordinary circulation pieces. Some top population examples have sold for impressive amounts because so few survive in pristine condition. When checking your 2000D nickel, look closely for the D mint mark under the date, strong mint luster, no signs of wear, sharp details on Jefferson's hair, full steps on Monticello, any unusual minting errors. A valuable error on a 2000D nickel can multiply its value many times over. Now imagine finding both of these coins together. Most people would see just 2 nickels worth 10 cents. A collector sees potential rarity, condition, strike quality, and grading potential. That's why coin collecting is so exciting. The difference between a common nickel and a valuable nickel can be almost invisible to the untrained eye. One small detail, one rare error, one exceptional grade. That's all it takes. If your 1964 nickel has outstanding preservation, strong luster, and full steps, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If your 2000D nickel is a top-grade example with full steps or a rare mint error, collectors may be willing to pay a substantial premium. So before you spend your change, check every nickel carefully. The next valuable coin could already be sitting in your pocket, a coin jar, an old collection, or a family coin album. And remember, the highest prices are usually paid for coins that have been professionally graded and authenticated. Who knows? The next nickel you examine could be the one that surprises everyone. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for US Coins Vault. We bring you the latest rare coin discoveries, valuable mint errors, and hidden treasures that could be worth far more than their face value. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting.